It looks like we might be ready. Yes, it looks good now. Oh, jeez. We're going to start off the stream. Sorry. This is Space Engineers. I am the Blind Gaming Guy, and this is our playthrough of Round and Round We Go, trying to circumnavigate Pertam with a greenhouse. What did I just do? Well, a good start. I'm not even through my intro, and I smack myself. Wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Normally I do that at the end of a stream. Well, at the end of the last stream, I told you I would go and finish off our fighter ship here. I finished it. As you can see, I did put out a video of this, a VOD. I changed the rear end, giving it actually a really interesting kind of ribbed look. I extended this and spread out the central rear thrusters. The front kind of looks like it has shoulders and a really big fat nose. I mean, that's a heck of a schnoz, let's say that. I also set up our drone. I have everything set up, all the settings. I can show you those real fast. I know I did them on the walkthrough, or on the VOD, but we can do it again. The first block you have to have is AI flight move. Now, for it to work, it has to be both on and on. The block has to be on and AI behavior on. But I have both blocks off. Typically, you'd want this a lot lower so that the AI doesn't crash. But this is a fighter drone, and one that we are planning on being disposable. So it's not as big of a... Oh my gosh. I left the banner up. I apologize. You missed me. Flatlining. Oh, I apologize. Let's talk about all that again. Alright. The first block you need is AI flight move. To make it work, you have to have both the block on and AI behavior on. We aren't going to be using... I have this being turned on by the timer block that disconnects the drone from the fighter itself. We're not using precision mode. This is really only interesting or necessary if you're using waypoints. But not our issue in this situation. We have the speed at 123. You'd want this a lot slower if you were dealing with, if it was for most uses, but we have it at max, as high as I felt safe with it going, because this is a combat ship. We don't want it to get closer than 30 feet or 30 meters to the ground, especially with that kind of speed. We know that this drone can stand on its nose and stand on its rear end with very little problems. So I give it a very high pitch angle, but we know it has issues rolling, so I give it a very low roll, or not low, very low, but a lower roll angle. Aligned to planetary gravity. This is important because we don't have hardly any down thrust. And the only reason we put down thrust at all is because the AI does not do well if it does not have down thrust. So if this flips upside down, it would crash almost immediately. So we align it to planetary gravity so it never goes upside down. That brings us to AI Basic. AI Basic, again, you'd have to turn both settings on for it to work. Originally, I tried with having it on Follow Home, and for the life of me, I could not get it to follow home. So instead, I told it to follow me. The advantage there being, whichever vehicle I'm in or wherever I am, it will try to follow me. I give it a distance of 257 meters for in case it decides to get into combat, it will go and fight rather than follow me. Brings us to AI Defensive. This lets it look at the full 2 kilometers for enemies. Again, on and on would be required for it to actually be working. We want to defend against enemies. We want to use its weapons to do so. We don't want it to flee. Instead, what we want it to do is trigger a timer block, which I'll show you after a bit. Timer block shuts off the defensive block and turns on the offensive block. I left the allow evasive maneuvers on. So that brings us to AI Offensive. Again, on and on required. We want to attack enemies. We don't have to worry about characters. We're not doing PvP. I said to attack the smallest enemy first, because it has the greatest chance of destroying a small enemy and then moving on to larger enemies. So that's why I picked that one. Target search interval, it looks for a new enemy every 30 seconds. It will shoot at weapons primarily, and it will engage by circling, keeping its guns on its opponent. I gave it a circuit distance of 100 meters. And actually, we want it to do this. I forgot to turn that on. We want to circle in planetary gravity. That way it doesn't, try to flip upside down that way either. We want to use its static weapons, and the only weapon it gets to keep when it disengages is the Gatling guns. Now let's switch to the timer blocks and show you those real fast. The timer block on my ship is set to turn on AI flight, turn on the behavior of AI flight, turn on AI combat or AI defensive, and turn the block on, as well as turn on AI behavior on the AI basic. Oh, so defense is always supposed to be on. And then on the second bar, third bar? Yeah. The reason to do it on different bars is because bar 1 basically all happens at once. Bar 2 would then all happen at once, and then bar 3 would happen. This releases the 2 merge blocks and then the connectors, disengaging the drone from the fighter itself. The attack block, setup actions, turns the AI combat on. We're going to put one more thing in here because I don't know if it's on or not. Turn AI behavior on. There. Turns the AI combat on, turns the AI combat or AI defense off, and turns the AI offensive block on. So offense on, defense off, offensive AI go. That's how we have the drone set up. And if you watch the VOD, you'll be able to see that it separates nice and clean, and it actually looks pretty sharp. And I really like the way it came together as one ship that is clearly distinguishable as 2 still. It actually came out really nice. And it got a lot more shape as I went through. Although I did forget to put the superimposed Superman emblem over the top of the Superman shape for you. But, you know, can't have everything. And it's night and I'm talking, which means I'm wasting batteries, so let's let it be daytime. Let's see. Is our plants ready to harvest? Does not seem so. I did plant a full harvest in here, as you can see. Let's fill our bottles up because they're both about empty, or all three are about empty. Top me up on hydrogen. Why is that not topping me up on hydrogen? Are we running out of hydrogen again? That would be an affirmative. We are running. We're not keeping up H2O2s with engines. How's our power looking, though? Fully recharged. Looks like we're fully recharged, at least, though. Looks like we're actually kind of going up and down with our hydrogen usage. Probably could fix that with one, maybe two more H2O2s, but I feel like I've got so many of them already. Alright. Oh. Red from the other playthrough. Nope, not that blue. That blue. Couple of extra H2O2s. How much ice do we have? F. ICE. There's 10K. Last time I checked, we were at like 3,000, and yeah, we're still 3,000K here. So we are not in any shortage of ice. I say we go to the abandoned farmstead today. There's nothing for us to attack on the horizon. We have no need to do any more mining at the moment. So, let's get driving. See if we can figure out a way to get from point A to point B. Probably got to turn everything on, though. Because I turned everything off because we were having so much problem with power. Alright, we are off. Trying to see if there's a smooth way to go. Let's go around this way a little bit. It looks a little bit smoother over here. There's another ice pond. Look at the size of that hole in the ground in front of me right now. That would absolutely be horrible. There's another ice. Wow, there's a lot of ice right here. Couldn't I have started here earlier? Good grief. No, I had to start on the other side of the planet where there wasn't any ice within freaking ever. See, there's even more ice. That is 4 ice circles. How far did we drive before we found ice? Like 14, 15 kilometers? And we were finding 3 of them in, what, 4 of them in 5 kilometers? Okay, we're going to need to really... Oh, we're going to go around that little outcropping, because that's going to slow us down a lot. I could just fly the grinder ship over there, but it is in the right general direction anyway, and the whole point of this isn't to fly. The whole point of this is to drive the big rover, which of course is stuck. And jackknifed. Alright, fine, I'll just keep going. Back up, back up, back up. Alright, accelerate forward. See if the wheels are fighting us, which they are not. I know west is the goal we're supposed to be having, but it looks like at the moment we're going to drive south. Let's see if we can attack this at a little bit of an angle. There's one worry about doing it at an angle. It's that I'll roll. Which we haven't done yet, so we're going to hope it doesn't happen today. Come on, turn. Come on. Alright, let's try it going the other direction. There's definitely a higher hill on this side. I feel like we've done this back and forth thing before. I guess that's part of the fun, right? Watching me succeed and watching me fail over and over again. Trying to determine how to get around and over hills. hope I don't have to engineer a solution. Although that's starting to look like there's going to have to be some solution engineering. Hard stop. Hard stop.
Meteor storm inbound.
Oh, well. Okay, well that is non-traversable. Even here where it's pretty, not scary, like over here. There is no way that rover makes it over this cliff. And without making a static grid, it's gonna be fun. I have no idea why I died right there. You've got to be kidding me. We're gonna have to build a bridge. And it's gonna have to be non-static. And we're going to be able to drive across it. So it is not going to be a little bridge. At least this is not a huge gap. We are going to need all the plate we can get our hands on. Okay, good. We have a bunch. Go H2. Not 100% sure where to do this. Over here would be, I mean, it's by far, this is by far the shallowest of the visible area to do it. However, right about here is about the shortest place to do it. The terrain on this side is caca. Yeah, let's do it here. So, first things first, we're going to need a hinge. Well, I did say that we were going to need to do something like this eventually. All that steel I'm carrying won't let me build it fast enough. All right. course, now I did that, I don't have any steel plate. Alright, now let's go across. So, first thing we gotta do is build a straight line across the bridge, or across the gap. Oh! I mean, it is big. This is a big gap. Jeez, it's a bigger gap than I want to cross. Well, isn't that nice? The hinge didn't have the strength to hold it up. Walkie, 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 walkie. So let's give it a little bit more torque. Raise it back up. That should get us safely across. Now, how wide? I can't remember how wide my vehicle is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So 14 more blocks. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. A little bit further. Obviously, I'm not going to fill this all in with one buys like this. It'd take the rest of the stream. Nor am I doing it with 2 buys. This is just so I have a way on it that's a little bit less dicey. Just something my wheels can get on easier. Now, what we are going to need is something to hold it in place. I think a couple pillars ought to do it. Alright, I'll give it that pillar a way to go down. That looks better. And there's another pillar. Alright, it gives me 2 pillars on this side. This side we're going to have that it's a little bit more uneven over here. On the right spot. That should give me a 3rd point. 1, 2, 3. These I am definitely welding up. I mean, I'm not guarantee you I won't weld everything up on this, because it would take weeks. It would literally take weeks to do all of it. This is huge. Alright, let's see, go and see if we got it done. If I do, I can cut it off and then start making it all not super fragile, where it's going to touch the ground.
Energy low.
And nope. Yep. All right. Okay.
Fuel low.
Oh, let's get back. Woohoo! That was close.
Fuel critical.
May not be the biggest gap I've ever seen, but it's bigger than this thing we'll ever cross. Let's tell our production to make some steel plate, because we're going to use a bunch.
Energy critical.
Oh, keep going. Again, I said I'm not going to be welding everything, but the spots I know are going to touch the ground and take a direct impact from the rover, those are the spots that absolutely have to be reinforced by being welded all the way. That I've made the bridge the exact width of the rover is not lost on me. It is not lost on me at all that now I have to drive it. I'd have to either widen it or drive it dang near perfect. So we're going to try to drive it dang near perfect. Alright. Yeah, this is going to take a minute. Now we bring you back to your regularly scheduled program of walking up and down welding. For additional sleep benefits, you might wonder why I don't build a welder craft, and the answer is because it's slow. Not building one even, the actual process of doing it itself, because either it has to be huge to hold enough materials to do the entire project, or if it's small, you're constantly going back back to redo your inventory, like I'm doing with myself. But a grid welder is significantly slower than a high tier welder like I'm using. So I'm able to cover way more ground way faster. Alright, we got across there. Now we gotta go back across the other side. Oh, hi Scott, how's it going? Scott says, how is it going? Yeah, it's going alright. Actually, it seems like a good time to say it again. I will not be having my normal Thursday stream. I will be at a doctor's appointment tomorrow. So that's why we're getting a Wednesday stream today. I may have to set both of my assemblers going on steel plate. Holy cow. See, this little ridge right here is where I'm really worried about this bridge breaking. It helps if your fingers are in the right spot. Whoa! We can get all this done, then we can go use like girders and do colorable solar panels unwelded across the center. Not, again, unwelded. Not welding all of it up. Welding up the edge is enough of a pain. Good news is we're about got it done. Bad news is we still have to fill in the middle. Alright. We now have 4 pillars of support. We have a little bit of a ramp on the front edge, so...
Energy low.
There we go. It's not quite smooth on this side. It's actually because it hit the ground so hard it dented it. It actually broke. It hit the ground hard here. And that's why we welded it. Check the other end, see if it's all any of it's messed up. So far so good, so far so good. Okay. Now we get over here. You don't have to really worry about how far it is down because, well, we are going to be driving off right here. So it's not like I have to a super huge concern. I would, however, nope, the whole block space has to be empty. Would, however, not want to follow that whole block if I can get away with it. But there is a way I can.
Energy critical.
Alright, 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 alright. Energy critical, I heard you. Load up on energy, load up on food. Probably should feed myself. Refill my hydrogen bottles. Ditch that. Pick up some more steel plate. Now panels. Really don't like placing panels. They're really a pain. Yeah, see, therein lies the issue. Just slowly work our way across here, building a nice flat smooth area to come across on. Oh, putting in panels is so not fun. Go back and forth, fighting with little tiny panels. These stinking things are terrible. Alright, now that'll give me a nice smooth exit. I already have a nice smooth on. Now it's just a matter of driving in the middle.
Inventory full.
Yeah, this is gonna be fun. Let's grab these guys. Oh, looks like they need steel plate. Well, heck, that's all I need. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. Middle row empty. Great. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And no, I will not be grinding this whole thing down. That would be more tedious than building it was. And literally, it's just steel. I can get some iron. I mean, just one little shipment of stone from my cargo ship's enough to fix that. Hold on a moment. Sorry about that. Oh no. Like really, oh no.
Inventory full. Inventory full. Inventory full. Inventory full. Inventory full. Inventory full.
Okay, now we have an even. You go all the way across. Get it all the way across. Then we're ready to drive. Dang it. Whoop. Oh. Will it work or will I be Stone Aged? I hope it works, Scott, to be honest. I don't want to be Stone Aged. I really don't want to lose our... Okay, we are on. We are driving straight across. Oh, great. One of those hits this bridge before I get off, we're done. But it worked. We got it. We got all the way across it. Woohoo! Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Well, I didn't need to cross it. Look. Alright, turn around and cross the bridge again. Yeah, I see the humor. I just built a giant bridge. It turns out I could have zoomed out and realized I didn't need. Let's try to get across this before it gets dark. Really glad I made this as close to the ground, as smooth as I could on this side too. Rather than just leave it with the full blocks like I originally thought about doing. Oh, I'm not lined up as straight as I was on the other side. We're falling off almost. We actually did a little bit at the end there. Oh, we actually broke some of the solar panels when we pulled off there too. And watch the next time we come across that, it'd be like kilometers deep. I have to be more engineering conscious than even that one was. Ice over there, iron over there. I have found so much ice since we went around, since we blew up the front corner of the rover. Whoa, wait. Why are we smoking? Especially back by our greenhouse, why are we smoking? This right here must have been what touched and broke off the corner, that last solar panel. Glad we noticed that, because that might have just absolutely wrecked our greenhouse. Whoa, that's close. We came really close there to ruining our greenhouse. Speaking of greenhouse, oh, it's so much nicer being able to come into the greenhouse without dealing with the potato not being able to see what it's supposed to see. Let's harvest everything. Dump all that in there. Look for seeds. Grab all my seeds that I can find. One, two, three. Still have not found any mushrooms. So I really need to start paying more attention to my unknown signals. Well, I need to raid places like this farmhouse over here. Fruit all the way across, okay. And vegetables all the way across. Is it late enough it'll let me sleep it off? Come in, pretend to eat. Oh look, I got some kelp crispies. Let's sit down, walk out the window. You know, eat our food while we watch it get dark. We can sit down, watch some TV. Then we go to sleep for the night. Oh, it's barely day. Come on now. We actually are going the right direction even. Telling you, it's night. It just needs to know it's night. There it goes. It knew it was night now. And it's daytime. Back to work. Oh, close the visor. Alright, and off we go. We almost lost more wheels. Actually, you know what I should do before we even do this? Hold on. Hold on, where was it? Whoa! Head back. Slash GPS the unnecessary bridge. Okay. We are almost to the farmstead. That's multiple kilometers driven today. Our first time in, what, 4 sessions now? Let's see if this farmstead has anything we want in it. You'll have a little bit of ice in there. Oh good. Let's not eat that. Fruit and grain. Doesn't it know that I don't think showering sparks is what's doing. Don't they know all I need left is mushrooms? Exactly why I'm not finding mushrooms. Not enough ice to really count as anything, is it? Parked in a different spot than I did the last 2 times. Kitchen. Some anti-red mad meds. Bathroom, bed. Distress. There's no point to the evacuation call. It'll be over before they have time to react. Let their last smoke be peaceful. Uh-oh. Bad happened. Fair amount of loot there. I mean, not really stuff I truly need, but I'm not leaving it behind. I don't normally keep 2. I keep running out of use 2, so I'm using 3 this time. Where did I find that from? It's a box. There's a box. There it is. Alright, when I empty that, there's no storage in a desk. The bookshelf has some silver. The actual captain's desk has a gun. And that's everything, isn't it? Yeah, that's it. That's all she wrote. Nothing else here, is there? Nope. It's not even really worth bringing my thing down to try out. I'm going to, just because I want to try it. This is what's called complete overkill. Alright. First things first, we turn everything on. Return the hinges all on. Hit 5. Beep. Then we activate. Watch it unfold. Then we go to our grinders. It's taking its sweet time to grind down, ain't it? See? The plan works just fine. It's a little bit of an unusual idea. Alright, it's a lot unusual. I've never had this idea. I mean, because honestly, you almost never use a grinder ship. I just thought it'd be cool to do one that was both for a change, that had hinges, everything switched out. Considering hinges are something you almost never want to do in a flying ship, it just seemed funny. And so we did it. Oh, I thought it was for a minute. I was going to get excited. Alright. Pop out, turn sideways, hit, which is it, 6 and 7. Let everything go back to normal, switch mode. Fly the ship up and around. Land it. Better. Turn off the hinges. Lock up, and turn off dampeners. Yeah, that was kind of fun. All right. And there's more ice right there. Really? Time to head west. Come on, give me a red ping. I want to try out Double Trouble. That's the name I gave the fighter craft, by the way. Since technically there are 2 of them attached as one. I just thought it was neat, cool. Oh, how do we want to do this? I think we'll go. I think this is a little mini canyon again, except for it has a way across right here. And I can cross it before it becomes a problem that I have to engineer over. The terrain here is rougher than I would like, though. And steeper. Oh, let's try being brave. Come on, go. You can get up there. You can get up there. Come on, man. Haha! Our bravery paid off. We got on top of the hill. Our bravery may have paid off when we got on top of the hill, but now we gotta get back off of it. And that's not where we want to do that. Oh, this looks terrible. Oh, there's not a good spot. We are going way too fast because of that. Only good news is we managed to get through it. Woo. Still nothing red to attack us. I wonder if there's a cruise control script. One that manually increases the controls the overrides to make you go a set speed. 'Cause I have never had luck doing that manually. I even think I tried on this set of streams in the past doing it. Sorry. This is not the prettiest terrain. All these really sharp peaks coming out of nowhere. Have to wiggle, wind through them like a slalom. We have those mountains in the distance. Those worry me. Almost as much as that canyon I'm pretty sure I'm winding right next to. Looks like we are going to have to swing to our right, which I guess would be north, to go that way, because there ain't no way we're going up and over that. Whoa! Look, we're on the edge of another dune sea. Oh, I know what's causing me to get stuck. It's the docked ships. That's what's causing my camera to get stuck. Alright, last time we were in a dune sea, we just kind of flew across it. So, let's hope it's the same way this time. Why are we slowing down? What did I pick? The one hill in the whole frickin' desert I can't get over? Look out for sandworms. I'm not going out in the middle of it this time. Can we cross here maybe? Like about where that silicone is? It's awful steep still.
Meteor storm inbound.
And we have had issues with steep every time. It's something every rover has trouble with, if you're honest. You've never built a large grid rover and not have issues with steep. Let's try softening these guys all up a little bit. About 4. A little bit more power. A little bit less strength everywhere. Except for, as we just found out, the back ones. Those need a little bit more strength. Okay, let's see if that'll get me up over the hill. Still a bunch of wheels in the air, though. Come on. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. We're going backwards and there's no stopping it. This is not good. We are way too soft for general driving now. Especially on those back wheels. Holy crap, they're still squatted down. Look at that, that one's squatted all the way. Not partly, all the way. 9%. How's the rest of them look? On the very back ones. What are we looking like all the way back here? Okay. Alright, off we go. We stiffened up our suspensions for the most part. No, the front ones still need to be tight. The front 6 still need to be a little higher. Maybe. Maybe not. I don't know. need to go west. Not northwest. Well, that looks like a path through those mountains. If we can hit it with speed and maintain it, we might be able to follow that line of trees right there. Oh, come on, up and over, up and over. The top up there looks nice and flat. You can do it. You can do it! Look, we got up on top. Come on. I just need something to spawn. We're covering a lot of ground and not getting very many, whoa, encounter spawns. Let's not go straight right here. Let's spin to the side of that. Uh-oh. Looks like we're in more sandworm territory, as Scott likes to keep us on it. We're still 50 kilometers from home, or from the start location, so we're still on the opposite side of the world. We still got a ways to go. When we see that start location start creeping up in front of us, we'll know we've gotten close. Then we'll just blast this thing off and send it someplace weird. And in the sand dunes, the ground is typically rolling enough that I could just put my foot down and let it go. It's only when we get to the rocky terrain that we have any issues. Oh, we caught air. We caught lots of air. We caught a lot of air. Whoa. Oh, heck. Brakes. Brakes. Stop. Stop. I don't think one bridge is enough. How big is this area? Cross one, we'd have to cross the second. Oh my gosh, it's huge. Can we go around it? Did I just drive into it? Did I just accidentally go the wrong way through the dunes? No, there is no way I could have avoided this. Well, I guess it's not. Yep, even though I hear it, I'm way over here and it's still there. I mean, it's easier over here. It's almost worth backtracking and come over here to cross. Because straight in front of me, I mean literally straight west of me, I smacked myself. But straight west of me, it's just nasty for
Your health is critical.
2 kilometers. 2.5 kilometers or better before you're back in drivable terrain. And this is bridge after bridge after. There's just no way. There's no way. That's what, 5 bridges at least? No, we're going to have to turn around and follow this all the way back around and then straighten out and go west from the end of it. But at least we know if we go to the right, we can follow it around, at least get over to where we can make a bridge like the unnecessary bridge and get across. But we aren't going straight ahead from here. There is no way, not in a million years, could we do that. Okay, well, with that fun little realization, beep, beep, beep. I really should actually install one of those. Well, I guess we're going to be backtracking. Let's call it a blind canyon, and that's kind of in the reverse. You know what I mean. See, there's still 3 canyons here. I guess where I now know where the canyons are. Holy cow. Pertam is definitely a different planet than Earth. Alright, looks like right here we're down to a single canyon. If we go further, it spreads back out. If we go that way, it's heck on Earth. So we were only about 3 kilometers from a passable location. But even this is going to require a half a kilometer bridge. Oh, and I think we should have to do it different this time than we did last time. I don't know how we'll do it different than we did it last time, though. As I think about it. I'll go check that unknown signal while I think about this. Hey look, we had a spawn. Still not an aggressive spawn, but it's a spawn. Vegetables. I'm telling you, they know what I need, and they're giving me everything but. And I don't care. Oh, that would be horrifying. I have an idea. Did say it would be a different way. That definitely qualifies. Oh. It will start the same as the previous one, but it will not finish the same as the previous one. Let's get cargo this time, because, yeah. Oh. A lot closer than I expected to. Alright. Now, Sorry. Grab a couple more of these. First things first, we need a curve to get to line up with the middle. Alright. That'll put our cargo ports right in the middle. It's because this is a huge... This guy is longer than the other one by multiple degrees. And I know I just put a hinge, but I want another one for here, and you'll see why in a minute. Okay. Now conveyors. Each of these is 2.5 meters. Oh, that's why. I need the other kind of conveyor now. Let's say roughly 750 to the other side. So 2.5 meters. 3 is 7.5. We need 100 times, that's 300. Alright, so that helps me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And a hinge. Actually, we'll go 9. We need access. We don't need... We need access, we don't need an actual cargo. Terminal, sorry. Cargo terminal, and then a hinge. Oops, we didn't make it. Okay, now for what's going to make this time significantly different. I need to have a little bit of an angle here.
Energy low.
See, if we float this thing back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, it will definitely have been built different than the other one. And then we can anchor either end the same as we did the other one and have a suspension type bridge. Swinging bridge, bouncing bridge kind of thing. So see, it's definitely a different type of bridge. Will that work? Yeah, it should. Theoretically. The wheels are 3x3. I may have to strengthen up my openings a little bit. But I think everything will work. Like I said, I don't know, I've never built on this scale before. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Follow that up with a hinge, which is followed up by another hinge. I don't know how chaotic this build is, but it's definitely falls in the shenanigans side of things. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And we are going to clash with our things, so let's actually, you know what we should do with all of these hinges? Just occurred to me. I'm shocked we haven't already ran into that. Torque. Really high torque. Torque. Really high torque. Torque. Really high torque. So we're getting ready to extend you out. When it hits
Fuel low.
I need you to go the other direction before I fall.
Fuel critical.
How the... I just fell from... I have no idea. Don't ask. I couldn't tell you if I wanted to. That's Space Engineers. That's the only answer I can give you. Oh, that's wiggling everywhere. I know what the problem is. It's this first hinge. Cannot have shared air potential on it because it's making everything weigh the same weight as the whole freaking truck. Which is not going to work. Okay. Pop up on top. Oop, whoop, whoop, whoop. As you can see, we're just going to keep extending. And eventually this will. At 200 and some odd meters per section. this will eventually make it across. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that is 10. We do 2 hinges, blink, and need more piece of steel. Really? One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hinge, hinge. Oh, this is going to be absolutely stupid when it's done.
Energy low.
It's almost dead time. Almost sleep time. How much time we got left today? I can tell you right now, we are not making it all the way across this thing today. It's just getting the swinging part here finished is going to be taking longer than we have today. Not to mention making the deck. Whoa! One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep, that's the right number. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No! Why? Why? I can't do it that way. I want to, but it won't work. There goes a few more. I have no idea why that happened. Okay, Newton's maxed out. Inertia lock on. Only thing I can figure is something like that happened. I'm pretty sure that is what happened now, given where the crash happened. what that settings were. So I just lost 1, 2, 3. What is that? 1, 2, 3, 4.5 sections worth of finished. Alright, so there are 2. 3, 4, 5, 6. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hinge, hinge. Lower this down more once we it's still going up. Why is it not moving? And why are you still moving?
Meteor storm inbound.
I figures I accidentally gave this one instructions. I'm gonna give it positive direction, he's negative. Okay.
Inventory full.
Cats 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hinge, hinge.
Inventory full.
There it is.
Fuel low.
No, at least I landed before it told me that this time. Of course, I go the wrong way.
Fuel
No, I just
critical.
realized I didn't need to do that even. I could have just gone like this. Really?
Inventory full. Inventory full.
Back and forth, back and forth. Alright, drop off levers in my inventory. That's the only one thing not finished on this one. It's one interior plate. Alright.
Inventory full. Energy low.
Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Health critical.
Oh, that one hurt. But following from... I will never understand fall damage in Space Engineers. Let's look at what time it is and what's happening to my electricity. I am losing it dramatically. Come back here. Not only will this make it daytime, I will pick up energy. And then I can heal up from the arbitrary fall damage. I do mean arbitrary. Let's get some more kelp. What is going on there?
Inventory full.
Alright. Hey look, we've cleaned up the stuff that I'd already built. I don't think I stiffened up the ones on the other end. Better go do that real fast. Boing. There's no reason I can't go ahead and do that. Oh, look at it, just shaky, shaky. I know what's causing that, but oh, that's bad. Okay, so let's unfold some of this so that will stop. Yes, that is actually what's causing that. Is it night? It's always this one. The thing is making some wacky noises. I also just realized how far away from that we are, so we can actually get closer. Yes, with this whacking nose on us, so this is a bad idea. Ever I've heard one. Oh, stop. Oh, please stop. Oh, please stop. Please, please, please. Don't go over that. Ooh. Right about there. That's where I want it to be. Right there. Are we actually stopped? Yes. Okay. Let me turn all the wheels off. That'll save us some energy. You're charged in -3 hours. So we're pretty much breaking even, is what that says. I'll fix you in a second. Just chill out. Alright, I've seen other people make suspension bridges, but I'm pretty sure none of them are dumb enough to do it with 0 support. Or rope bridges, swinging bridges, whatever you want to call it. It's not technically a suspension bridge, though, because technically a suspension bridge, you'd build the over and then you'd hang cables and let the cables hold the deck. Instead, we're building the deck and just letting that be something that can move. Oh, it is jittery all over the place out there. I mean, I know what's causing it, but I don't know how I could get away with it any other way. We still need, what, 3 links to get across? What's causing this is that 1,000 meganewton torque. To hold everything in place is... Ooh, actually that might have fixed part of it. Get all these out of 90. The moment I steady this, I have a feeling it's going to start shaking again. Oh, actually it didn't. Ooh, yay! Got enough things straight. But that 1,000 meganewton force is what's killing us and making that shake like that.
Fuel low.
About to fall to my death.
Fuel
Yep.
critical.
Geronimo! Thump! that one was deserved. That one was a long way down. Yeah, that one was a long way down. Not only was it the height of the cliff wall, it was the height of my bridge up there, so. See, even if we brought that bridge straight down, we're still not over there yet. And we gotta get all the way over here-ish. Now, obviously the top of this hill would be best, but...
Fuel low.
Oh, push. Kill me again, aren't you? Need to turn it. I gotta twist the whole thing so that I aim for here. G. Just enter / GPS. Rocking bridge end.
Fuel critical.
Oof. I didn't think I'd make it across, but it was worth the try. It's 100 meters to the bottom of this canyon. It is not a short distance. I walked past my corpse because I was taking a drink. Alright. Give me some fuel. That's right, we also said we needed to turn that. Need to turn the wheels back on. I'll lower it with this one and raise that one so that I can get a good anchor on this end, and then we will be working real hard to get it as straight as possible before we anchor this end. Something wasn't welded. Well, it's welded, it just broke. Everything's too close together. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hinge. Hinge. Hinge, hinge, part, part. Of course, that went sideways. That's not what I meant to do. A 130 meters from here where I want to be done. It's 200 meters back that way. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And then hinge, hinge. One, two, 1, 2. Sorry, just concentrating, not... Don't mean to be silent, just, you know, you get involved with something, it's really hard to remember to talk sometimes. That's why a lot of streamers play games like this with friends. Or at least with co-streamers. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That way they don't have to try to remember to do all the talking. But I'm pretty sure I just ran out of steel plate. S-T-E-E-L-P-L-A-T-E. Yeah, that's what I thought. Production, assembler 1. I'm out of iron. Well. Iron at 500 meters. Nickel's further away. Yep. Let's go get some iron. We did make a nice, pretty utility ship for this purpose. After all. Wait. It's still full of crap. My pretty flyer is full of crap. Alright. This ship only. Get everything off. There. Is the refinery off too? Yes, that's why that nickel hasn't been refined. REF. That'll get me some. SCRAP. I want off everywhere. Yeah, pull the scrap in. Scrap in. Pull the scrap in. Okay. Z89. Let's go and get some iron. Pretty sure you can actually see it on the surface right there. I was not far off. So the iron apparently is in line with the surface, very shallow right here, which means it's dang near vertical. And I've turned my ship almost sideways, so I was about to crash. So we aren't going to be able to get as much stone, we do as little stone as we would like, because the way the iron is set up, it's basically have to strip mine the area to get it. And this storm is not helping. Maybe I found a good thick area now? Maybe. Even stone will help me. So it's not the end of the world. I just need iron. That was why I got all that scrap metal being refined before I left to come do this. Because that scrap metal will all be iron just like this. And it refines really fast. Let's go ahead and eat while we're thinking about it. I'm glad I had something to do while the storm was going on, but it is really hard to fly in these storms. Figured out why it falls like that sometimes. It's because the drills don't count into the dampeners, so that's why it drops slowly occasionally. All right, 9-8Z. That will get me metal going. Inventory, refinery, nickel, iron, 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 iron. Stone behind iron. That's just got to be good enough then. Oh, and we're running out of time today. I told you we would. In case you don't know what I'm doing, I'm trying to make sure that the nickel is ran after both the stone and the iron. The only way to do that is to make sure nickel is after stone and iron every place it can be. So basically, you don't want nickel all by itself in a container anywhere, which I just took care of. Okay. So next time, we are going to be finishing out our rocking bridge. Rocking as in up and down, not as in with a guitar. Ha ha ha. I won't be on again I won't be on tomorrow. I have a doctor's appointment. I will, however, be on Tuesday of next week and Thursday of next week, so I hope you'll join me there. I am the Blind Gaming Guy, and I'll see you next week.